Hello, it's Monica from Crafting with Quilling Lady, and I hope you have an absolutely fabulous day. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create two shadow box cards for Mother's Day. You can use that technique for literally any occasion you want. For my projects today, I'm going to use 12 by 12 inches white card from Limetree and also cutting die from Crafter's Companion called Shadow Box 5 by 7 inches. All the names of the products are used in today's video. You can check in the description down below if you're interested. In the packaging there are three sets of dice. First we've got some nesting dice, some beautiful and elegant elements, and also that work die that will create our shadow box. And this die is slightly wider than a 4 card. That's why I had to use 12 by 12 inches card. And I use my Gemini to die cut it. Now when this is ready, as you can see, we have some score lines which we're going to burnish in a while, but I'm going to decorate it with that beautiful design paper from Flower Harmony collection from Altair Art, and this one is number 2. I really like that flower in the corner, and to embellish it I'm going to use that beautiful sentiment for fussy cutting as well. And again, all the names of the products I use in today's video will be in the description down below, so yes, you can check them out. Here I'm using some sentiments in Polish, and these are the collections I bought last time when I visited my family, so I thought, why not? Let's use those beautiful papers and create something stunning. I'm fussy cutting that beautiful sentiment. You don't really need any special dies, and I'm also going to fussy cut that butterfly as well. What do you think about this color palette for Mother's Day? Do you like it, or do you think it's a little bit too much? Please let me know in the comments down below. Now it is time to trim that beautiful background panel, and what I wanted here, these are the flowers in the top left corner. I absolutely love that design, and I thought, why not? Now I'm going to burnish all those score lines using my bone folder from Crafter's Companion. However, you can use your fingers as well, it doesn't really matter. And you do have to burnish all those score lines before you start assembling the whole shadow box together. And when I actually burnished all of them, I did check if my paper fits, and it was exactly 5 by 7 inches. So I thought it is a little bit too big, and I really wanted to leave that beautiful flower in the top left corner. So I'm going to trim it in a couple of moments. And this is very crucial. Before you actually cut your design paper, check all the measurements first. So as you can see, I'm trying it first here, and I was not very happy how big the paper inside was, because I was really missing that flower in the top left corner. So I thought, yes, let's trim it before we start using our glue. And when this is ready, first you have to assemble the card with that beautiful design paper. And to do it, I'm using my one and only liquid glue, magic glue, because you do have time to maneuver all those elements. And this is perfect glue because it dries clear and it adheres all the paper pieces together forever. Now it is time to start assembling the whole shadow box together, and as you can see, I'm starting with the longest elements first, because they do have that straight line, and the side panels have diagonal line, which means they have to go on top. And if you struggle to actually assemble that box together, I encourage you to use a chopstick or something very narrow but long. In this case, I actually used like fine liner pen, and I put it inside just to make sure I could burnish that flap inside and it was adhered properly. I really want that card to literally be beautiful forever. That's why I had to make sure that all the elements are glued perfectly. And it's always a good idea to turn over your project and burnish on the other side as well. And I do wonder, have you actually ever created shadow box project? If you have, please let me know, because this one is my very first time when I create a shadow box card. In the past, I created some shadow box home decor projects, but never a card. So I thought today is the day let's make something special. And for the sentiment, I thought, it doesn't really stand out that much, so I thought 2 layers of double-sided foam adhesive will do the trick. And at this point, guess what? My foam pads literally disappeared and my whole tape finished, so I had to use those tiny squares. But I did persevere and I did it. And I said, I'm going to use 2 layers just to make sure it has enough dimension and it stands out really nicely on a card. I really think Mother's Day is a very special occasion, so we do have to celebrate it properly. And as I said before, we do celebrate on the 26th of May in Poland. However, in different countries, Mother's Day is celebrated on different days. If you're in a different country than UK or Poland, let me know, when do you celebrate Mother's Day, and when do you actually create your projects, like a week before, 2 weeks before? I'm really curious. So when this is ready, it is time to add few more embellishments. And I'm going to use beautiful leaves from Nightfall collection, and these are number 9. Off camera, I fussy cut them, and I also going to use some foamiran flowers I created, and I really want them to match with the card. That's why I'm using some very pale pink and purple. Let me know, what do you think about this color palette for the card? Do you like it for Mother's Day, or would you like to use that for different occasion? And as I said before, if you do have that shadow box die, you can use it for literally any occasion. I thought, let's start with Mother's Day and we'll see what will come next, because I love it so far and I thought it could be used for so many different occasions. Now I'm going to put some leaves using my hot glue, because it really saves my time. And I had to add that butterfly, I just couldn't resist. And now I've got 5 by 7 inches cut base, and I'm going to put that shadow box on top. And as you can see, in this case, we're going to create horizontal card, or let's say landscape card. And what I really like about this shadow box, it actually stands proudly on a flat surface. So you can put it on a shelf, literally anywhere you want. And at this point I thought, I really like this card, but can I make it even better? In the packaging you also have those embellishment elements, so I thought, let's die cut them and add them on the sides. And at this point I thought, yes, there is still something missing. So I'm going to use Distress Oxide ink in Kitsch Flamingo color, because why not? Nothing stops me, and actually it matches that beautiful flower harmony stunningly. So I thought, let's do it. Let's do it. And I'm going to use my ink blending tool to apply that color. And what I really like about this, actually, I didn't create block color. With ink blending, at some points you've got some darker shades, in some lighter shades, and that's what I absolutely love about ink blending. And I do wonder, how often do you use ink blending in your projects? Now it is time to put that frame on our shadow box, and guess what? At this point I thought, there is still something missing. I really like how it looks, but what else can I add? Just to add a little bit more sparkle. And I did have a look at my stash, and I did find some very tiny gems, and I thought these will be perfect to go actually inside those tiny flowers on the border. So let's do it. Why not? As you can see, these gems are super tiny, so I put them on my card off camera, so you didn't waste any time just watching me sticking all those gems. And our card is finished, and I do wonder, what do you think about this? And now it is time for card number 2. And again, I'm going to use that beautiful shadow box die, and I used 12 by 12 inches card. And before we put it together, I had a look at my stash and I decided to use beautiful Nightfall, beautiful collection from Altair Art, and this one is number 3. It is very colorful, and I thought, why not? If we have some beautiful pinks and purples for the first card, let's use some more colors for the second one. And now I'm going to use that sentiment as well to fussy cut, and I had a look and I found these beautiful elements to fussy cut. I did fussy cut it. However, in the end, I thought it is a little bit too big for this card, so I'm going to leave it for another project. When all these panels are ready, first I'm going to use my background paper inside the card and then put all those sides to create that shadow box. Super quick and easy. And again, you can either use liquid glue or red liner tape for all the sides. So this is ready. And now it is time to actually decorate our shadow box. And first, I'm going to start to put it on a 5 by 7 inches cut base. And in this case, we are going to create a portrait card. Because why not? We had the landscape one, and now we can create a portrait one. And again, it will stand really proudly on a flat surface. And if you do have that beautiful cutting die set, please let me know what did you create. Now I had a look at my stash of foamiran flowers I created a few months ago, and I thought, let's go bold, let's go colorful, let's go cheerful. That's why I've got some yellow, blue and pink, because I thought these actually match the beautiful Nightfall collection from Altair Art. And if you have ever used any design papers from Altair Art or Skarbnica Pomysłów, that's the website where you can get all those design papers, please let me know. What did you create? Or maybe you actually created the shadow box. If you have, I would really like to see it. So please leave the link in the comments down below. I thought it would be a good idea to add a little bit more dimension to the flowers. So as you can see, I was just twisting them in my hand for extra dimension. And it is time to add that sentiment as well. And yes, I did use some double-sided foam adhesive for extra interest. And again, my tape has finished, so I had to use those tiny squares, but it worked in the end. So do not worry, you can always use those small bits. Off camera, I also fussy cut that beautiful small blue butterfly. I couldn't resist. Me and butterflies, we do have something together. Now it is time to add some gold gems around our beautiful shadow box. And the second card is complete. And I do wonder, what do you think about this? There is plenty of space to write your message inside. And we do have two options here. We've got some white frame with colorful flowers and also a landscape card with some purple and pink flowers. And I do wonder, which one is your favorite? So please let me know in the comments down below. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting! Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Have a fabulous day and enjoy it. Create something beautiful. See you in my next video. Bye!